Well, hello and welcome to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Paul, and as always, I am joined by.
Thomas, hi.
Hello, and we are about to dive into part three, or episode three, of Revenge of the Cybermen. And we were saying we've just finishing off from episode two. We were just saying sort of very workmanlike at the moment as it
Yes.
goes. Solid stuff. Looking forward to see where it lands.
Yeah.
I think if you're a kid as well, though, and you're watching this, it's going to be really cool to see the Cybermen, maybe not having seen them for a long time or having
Yeah.
heard about them.
And these ones look good, I'd say.
Yeah, and it's first time in colour, of course, isn't it? I mean, I guess you did get a glimpse of one in the Pertwee era in the Carnival of Monsters, but
I always find that quite funny, that phrase, Cybermen in colour, because they don't have much colour. They look pretty much the same they did in black and white. Although a little green bit on the shoulders there.
yeah, maybe a little bit of light.
Or is that
No,
just
it'd be
what
the
it was
light shining on it.
reflecting? Yeah. They are entirely black and white.
Have neutralized them. They are necessary to our plan.
The little teardrop on the eye is very iconic, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's sort of carried into the modern era, hasn't it? I think we had seen the teardrop in previous stories, hadn't we?
Our plan
Yes.
It had to be. He was interfering.
Yeah, it wasn't in the very
I'd just
first
like
one,
to
was
know
it?
who and what he is.
No, but it does
kind of
carry
rubber.
through. I'm not sure it's in Tomb of the Cybermen either, but it certainly has appeared. Because you get that thing, don't you, in Doomsday, with the oil weeping from the
Oh,
teardrop.
yes.
You know,
I did my duty.
yeah.
Our calculations indicate that two bombs placed in the central fissure of Voga will fragmentize the planet.
Fragmentize. Oh, well, I suppose we can't expect decent English from a machine.
Prime the buckles. Two bombs should be sufficient. Three will make certain.
Now what have they done?
The
Very
buckles
clever.
are
They're
not
going to
prime.
send those
They
guys in.
attempt to remove the harness.
That's pretty
Before the
brutal.
countdown reaches the red zone, will cause a secondary explosion. Do you understand?
You mean if we attempt to release the harness before then, we'll get blown up?
Correct. It is as well to keep that thought in your mind.
It's almost sort of suicide bomber-esque, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put it
They've
in
planned
the
this out quite well, haven't
final
they?
control.
Nice of them to give him a way out as well.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think
Will lead
if anyone would have access to some very advanced, like, drones that could send those bombs in, it would probably be the Cybermen.
You'd have thought so.
Strap it to a cyber mat. But it's almost a slightly, yeah, it's just sort of a power play, isn't it? Sending their captives in for this highly dangerous task. Wait, are those Cybermen in colour? Oh dear.
I thought that showed quite effectively how efficient the Cybermen are there.
Yeah.
There's a couple of nice shots, aren't there, in this?
It is. There are, yeah. And this score is quite nice with the sort of bells almost. Dong. Dong.
Yes. It's the only thing that's effective against Cybermen.
Like the Cybermen walking around with all this gold in the walls everywhere around them that's potentially lethal to them.
Yeah.
You think, like,
Our usefulness.
is it like, you know, when you're in a building and they're like, don't disturb anything because it's all asbestos? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, warrior.
oof.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't the cliffhanger. Is it going to go off?
Oh, that's going to be the cliffhanger.
Oh, no. That's very good, actually. Yeah, that was very clever, because, yeah, I think that was very deliberate. The sort of double cliffhanger effect where you're like, oh, surely it's going to be this avalanche coming, and then it will go, new. But then, no, continues. And then Harry tries to remove the buckle. And that's the actual cliffhanger. Very good.
Yeah. No, I think that's, yeah, I quite like that ending. You know, that episode felt like a little bit like we didn't really get much further.
Yes.
Apart from obviously getting down to the caves with the Cybermen and stuff, but it was still solidly just doing its thing.
Yeah.
Give it that.
I think the bomb concept is quite strong, isn't it? That the Cybermen are sending them on this mission, and it's pretty harsh. But as you said, they have built into it that there's a possibility they'll come out of this alive if they.
But no, but that was the lie, wasn't it?
Oh, sorry.
Because Sarah overheard them saying like they still think there's a chance of escape, but actually they will just detonate.
Ah,
Like,
right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I must have zoned out in that
but I
moment.
like the idea of
Yeah,
as
that
the
is
further,
interesting.
the deeper they go, the less they're able to pick up three separate signals, and whether that will come into play that the Cybermen are unable to detect them through the gold, um,
Yeah.
allow some kind of way out. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it though. I think it's pretty solid stuff.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, that is interesting actually, isn't it? That they're pretty conniving.
Mm, yeah, I think just in terms of the Cybermen, like I do like the design. There's something about the lower half that isn't. They look a little bit sort of bulky on the bottom. I don't know quite what it is. Like almost, I don't know. It's because it's the 70s. They're almost slightly flared. Like flared trousers. But then saying that, the modern era Cybermen when they first returned sort of had flares, didn't they?
Cyber
Um,
flares.
Cyber flares. So I think it's a tricky one to. It's tricky to get a Cyberman design that really, really works, I think. Like the original one in 10th Planet is works because there's a slight body horror element, but the more you make them machine like, it's difficult to keep them having that sort of human element and the robotic element and make it work well. I think probably where it
Yeah.
works best is in something like, or for that kind of look, is if I don't know if you've ever seen any of like Star Trek and the Borg.
No, I haven't seen much Star Trek actually.
Okay, so well they've got a thing. Yeah, there's a alien in that called the Borg who are a sort of recurring villain, who assimilate people, and they become part of the hive mind and stuff. But they're very much you have got like bits of physical, human heads or arms or maybe like one fake arm and a normal arm,
Right, yeah, that's
um,
interesting.
which I think works quite well. But it's difficult to strike the balance, I think. Um, But
Yeah.
generally, I like the design. So
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, that's a really interesting point about pushing the machine side too much and then it becomes less scary in a way.
mm.
Like, was it the first ones you could see their hands, human
Yeah,
hands?
yeah, exactly.
And
So that worked really well.
there's part of you that wonders, was that they just sort of ran out of time to make some gloves in the costume department, or was it actually a very deliberate, yeah, you've got that human aspect shining through
Mm.
and it makes it more eerie. It's like, oh, there is a person in there, or was.
Yeah, I think
He's more machine than man now.
well, exactly. It's that yeah. I would like to see I think I'd quite like to see a Cyberman design that made them look less robotic and more that that kind of that mixture of cybernetic technology on a visibly human body type thing.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what would be quite eerie? Would be just like a normal person's face, but with the handlebars, and then the rest of the body is a suit,
Right.
and the
Well, I
face
mean,
is like very motionless, just kind of like.
I think one of the most effective things we've seen in the modern era was he called Ashad?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was one of Chibnall's better contributions, wasn't it?
Well, I think Chris Chibnall, for all the faults of the Chibnall era, he generally got design quite good, and
Yeah.
design was done quite well. So the Sontarans I thought looked good, and I think
Sea Devils look pretty good.
Sea Devils were very faithful to the originals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that look of Ashad worked really well. But obviously he's damaged, isn't he? So,
Yes. Yeah.
um, but that does give you that sort of body horror kind of thing, the face inside. It's very much like did you watch Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
The
know, like when
Obi-Wan Anakin duel.
Yeah, and of course when he slices the mask and you've got the face underneath, inside, just down sort of one side, kind of that human
Yeah,
element, I think works quite nicely
that's so cool. And the voice kind of cuts between Hayden
between the human and
Christensen and
the electric. Yeah.
James Earl Jones. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's nicely done. So I thought I'd be interested to see something like that, but I mean, anyway, I digress.
Yeah, no, well, no, that's a very interesting point, I think. Well, let us know, peeps, what you made of that episode. Sorry, I missed the key twist. Don't know how I managed that. Zoned out at just the wrong moment. But yes, do let us know what you made of it. Do subscribe to stay in the loop, and do join our Discord for more chat. And also check out our Patreon for the full commentary track. But thanks so much for watching.
Thank you. Bye-bye.